thing about promotions, you have to know your fan base. You have to know that it's not rich bankers who are going to these shows. It's usually, poor people, which I was growing up. I would have loved to see a fucking flyer at a laundromat whenever I was growing up.
I'm not used to seeing this many flyers at once.
It's because we fucking got 6 shows in 2.5 weeks.
I do all the DVDs and the flyers and shit. We do shows. We do double shots maybe 2 to 3 times a month. So every other day, it's there. Hey, I need flyers. I need tickets. I need a commercial. I need a DVD. I need a commercial. I need a DVD. I need another commercial. We need 2 more flyers, and we need tickets.
It took me this long to realize what I called you for. Yeah, I need the tickets for April 15th. Thank God I have other people to help me, like Skylar Skelly, who does all the promoting as far as marketing, I would say. He's more the marketing guy. Does the production aspects of stuff. He basically works 24/7.
All the production and editing was done by Skylar Skelly himself. And it's really good. I hope everyone buys it.
Then Ladder does like a lot of the business and stuff with getting venues and trying to get like all that kind of stuff taken care of.
You see how tired I look? That's because we're doing indie wrestling the right way at Anarchy Championship Wrestling. You can follow the message boards all over the country on the internet. You can follow, this little company says, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to turn wrestling back into the territories. I'm telling you right now, Anarchy's the only one doing it.
Like pro wrestling? Gonna be here in a week. A week.
At the ballroom?
Yeah. That's us. So you should come and bring a ton of friends. You guys have a nice night. It's kind of the demographic we go for, the Hispanics. Minorities are more like into pro wrestling now. Because it sort of stems back to the whole American pro wrestling being so exposed, whereas Lucha Libre isn't and that sort of thing. So when they're watching Galavision and still like loving the sport, they'll pay $10 to come see.
Jacob Ladder, Darren Challenge, as far as being promoters, they're doing a lot of the little things right. They're learning from their mistakes.
One of the most frequent questions I get is, what makes ACW different? Why is it so successful in comparison to other companies? And I've worked all over the country, and I can say the difference is most people run wrestling shows. ACW runs a business.
We insisted we were going to do flyers and do like the old guys did, where you take the young boys, the ring crew, and you stick them with a bunch of flyers in their freaking hands, and you say, hey, you know what? Wednesday night, you better be in Seguin. You better be putting flyers in every little mom and pop restaurant, bar, business that'll let you, because we're going to be here in a week, and that's your job. You're going to do it the old-fashioned the way our forefathers in wrestling got the word out, and they did it.
Walk in and like, dude, shit, everybody's head. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I'm like, everybody turns around and looks at me. And they're like, yeah, of course, look at the shirt you're wearing. This is I Love Hot Moms.
Oh, yeah.
Well, at least it's nothing racist, and, I'm not going to make an ass of myself at Walmart this time.
It was my job to make sure that the ring crew handed out flyers, make sure that they had flyers, make sure that whatever town it was we were going to got flyered.
All we basically do is just go around and talk to like as many people as we can in as shortest period of time as we can. Yeah, we just plug the shit out of it. Like, we both got ACW t-shirts on. We walk into places and leave them like stacks of flyers like this. Ask them if we can put flyers up in the...
And get free donuts, don't forget that.
Oh, yeah.
And free donuts. Free food's always good. I'm working for one of the greatest promotions on the indie scene right now, the hottest thing on the indie scene right now, and that's Anarchy Championship Wrestling. So as far as I'm concerned about my dream coming true, it has.
So about 23 hours a day I spend booking shows. Basically starts out a little list of names, who's going to be there. Then I throw up a bunch of matches, what I want in my head. And I do it all in pencil because none of this ever makes it to the actual show.
Anarchy Championship, we're all about turning the clocks back as far as tradition, respect, business. But of course, we're turning the clocks way, way forward as far as blood, gore, and athleticism.
Two people can be talking in New York going, hey, where are you working on Saturday? And they'll be like, oh, I'm in Texas. And nobody thinks, we're at Texas.
Yeah.
They know that they're working Anarchy Championship Wrestling. So a lot of our guys come from the East Coast, like the Philadelphia area, such as a guy like Mitch Ryder, per se, who I actually just got his flight info, and I'm actually sending it to him right now.
The Texas wrestling scene is great. The thing is that it's like any other territory, any place else you go in the country. They've been given shit for so long, and these crooked-ass promoters come in here and they rob and rape and pillage these towns and give them a shit show, don't advertise, walk out the back door, all the stuff that they do, and then we get branded by that.
So as a wrestling promoter, every time that I have to go and get a building or a venue for an event, I have to put this little thing called a security deposit down.
I got to worry about, did we put the deposit in? Did we pay the rent? Did we get the chairs here? Did we sell tickets? Did we do enough advertising?
And a security deposit, you normally get it back unless you book guys like Showtime Summers, who tends to break a lot of shit. Boom!
I've known Showtime since I started in this business. We kind of grew up in this business together.
He has pictures where he wears the belt to the gym, and he is ACW to me.
So Showtime is, how do I put it delicately, crazy? No, he's an intense individual when he's wrestling, and that's cool. That's something he's always been. That's how he is.
Just the commitment that he puts in, and with him, you show him a little bit of respect, and you go out and attempt to make him a star, and he's the most loyal person in the world. And I couldn't say enough nice things about Showtime.
As a performer, he's by far, I think, the most consistent performer ACW has.
Showtime couldn't have been a better champion. No one busts their ass more than him.
Mitch Ryder, Showtime, for the ACW heavyweight title. They decided to get a little crazy. I don't think they collectively decided it. I think Showtime decided that they collectively were going to get a little crazy.
Fight all over the building if you want. Don't break anything. And what's he do? He works his way out to the outside. Brawl, brawl, brawl. Hey, you, give me a suplex on this table.
I heard something, and I was like, what was that? And I go to look, and I see one of them laying on the table. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. And it's like, it's slanted. Because it didn't break. Because these are like some heavy-duty tables. Normally it sits like this. Boop.
I feel Anarchy Championship Wrestling has got a good idea, and of course they're being run by two of the boys. You always are for promotions that are being run by the boys because so many times the promoters, beat us out of money, and they're the ones that make all the money, and I've had them run out the back door. So anytime you get to work for a promotion where one of the boys is also the ones handing out the pay envelope, it puts you at ease. I'm not your champion! I'm not your champion!
That idiot drinks more fucking beer before the match than any human possible. More than Sandman, more than Stone Cold. That gentleman drinks so many beers. I mean, I think when we were bleeding all each other, I got drunk just from him bleeding on me.
I started coming to independent wrestling shows on a regular basis, and just really it became almost an addiction. And I traveled all over the state trying to just see as much independent up-close wrestling as I could.
Get ready. I don't have any control over it.
Ready, we're going. Remembering being 2 years old, sitting on my grandpa's lap, watching Kevin Varnerick. Just out of nowhere, saw a little flyer here and there, start going to wrestling shows, and just start becoming one of the best fans here in San Antonio.
JC Bravo, something I've never told him, I've never brought it up, we've never talked about it. I really see him as my protege. Whenever I started wrestling back in the golden age of wrestling, I was a fan. I showed up at every show I could go to, and I loved it. I was that loud, annoying kid in the front row at every show.
You bitch! Another table! Another table! Leave, motherfucker! Oh, yeah! Is that fucking you? I'm having a blast, lad! Yeah! That's 275! I'll charge your old lady later. Get the fuck out of my show! Showtime! Come on, Ryder!
Let me tell you the first thing and the best thing about heckling these wrestlers out here. They can't take it. They love it. They want the fan participation, and that's why we come every show and give it to them. It's getting under these wrestlers' nerves. Boy, they can't take it. They love it. We give it to them. They take it. They give it back to us. It's the love that we have. Fans and wrestlers coming out on a weekend, not doing anything better. It's all part of the show. It's just a show. That's all you got to remember.
These guys were the most obnoxious, annoying, heckling fans in the history of the world. And they did nothing but make the show better. Which is something you don't really want to tell fans, because then they'll be like, oh, I'm annoying and they like it. Let's rev it up. I feel a lot more like a parent than I do a wrestling promoter or an owner of a company. They're my kids and I love them. Every last one of them.
Get the bag.
Get the fuck out of the way! You know, it was a little bit crazy. We were all over the building, got suplexed to a table, but, you know, your body adapts, you know. Your mind may not adapt, but your body adapts to what you're going through, the bruises, the fights.
I've been at this for 15 years now, and I've had a lot of good runs, and I've had a lot of low times too. And I think the reason that I'm staying busy is because I have not deterred from my same old Memphis Southern Hill style.
Once again, I kind of had to out-wrestle a guy. You know, a lot of these guys are tough. They can fight. You know, that's one thing I bring to the table. First and foremost, I pride myself. I love the old school wrestling, so I try to take it back to wrestling. No matter chairs, barbed wire, all the crap that comes into the ring, you know, you try to get the 1, 2, 3 at the end. You know?
Well, I think part of the reason that, well, there's a couple reasons why Showtime's probably getting the push that he's getting. He's got a good look, that lean, tight, muscular, aggressive, ultimate fight style kind of look about him. So I think that's an easy in for him, because, you know, he fits the role of that shoot fighter image so well, and which is so marketable. As we've seen this product in wrestling change so much from the way it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, hell, even 5 or 6 years ago. I think that what people are finding is that good old-fashioned psychology and that good old heel work and walking and talking and being conniving and cheating and making those people love to hate you.
Superstar! Yeah. That's a superstar right there. The best.
I know it. I think it brought my name back it had always been lingering there. The Scott Summers that everybody saw when I first broke in and now are totally two different monsters. I think it put me on the map. I kind of, you know, was like, hey, you know, I'm here to fucking play. You know, there's lots of great wrestlers in Texas, man. Most of them better than me. It's just, you know, I think I bring a lot to the table. I think I'm entertaining, and that's what this business is.
Where Showtime Summers, who's, in my opinion, as good as it gets, he's definitely one of the top guys in the state. He's the epitome of anarchy. He's crazy. He's psychotic.
Showtime's a favorite guy!
Wait, I got one right here. I'll let her in.
You track something right here!
Fuck him up, Ross!
Oh, shit!
He was the kind of guy who would constantly promote the company, tell all his friends. Hell, look at the ACW crowd, half of them are just Showtime's buddies.
There's not a guy in San Antonio that's more on fire than Showtime Summers, and it's just really been a surprise for some of us more long-term fans, how much he's just taken off as a ACW champion.
I think Anarchy Championship Wrestling is trying to head towards, you know, and market towards the hardcore fans, which has been done a lot, especially up in Pennsylvania and up in the Midwest quite a bit, but it hasn't really been done a whole lot down here in Texas. So they're just trying to take hardcore wrestling, turn it up a few notches, appeal to that type of market, and they're getting the job done. You know, the bloody shows, the people have a great time, and everybody goes home happy, and it's fun. So far, so good. I'm having a good time.
It's fine when it's our stuff. And we, you know, we're like, yeah, you know, go break a table or throw, you know, break some chairs. It's fine whenever we give them the okay and it's our stuff. But in Seguin, it wasn't our stuff.
Your ACW Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Showtime, Scott Summers.
I took my medication. I'm all good.
Those guys, I think they fucking went through a table that wasn't ours. They broke like 3 chairs. We were trying to like sneak them out to the U-Haul when people couldn't see.
April 15th. We'll be there.
Kissy Boots will be there!
Fucking you tell them fucking don't touch shit. We give them more than enough fucking toys, and they fucking. God damn it.
And yeah, and we're trying to hide this stuff. We're propping the table up with like a phone book. We're trying to hide the chairs.
But we ended up getting caught, and so I had to pay for all this stuff. And then at the end of the show, Showtime took the mic, throws it down, so I have to buy a new microphone. So this dude, with him, and I guess Mitch too, within a 10-minute match, they ended up costing me like $500. And I don't know if you've seen ACW budget, but $500 is quite a lot of money to me. That's my rent in my apartment.
Life of a promoter.
Now I got to go to the owners of the building. Now me, Jacob Ladder, who just bled all over the building, big tough guy, has got to go to this promoter and stick my nose where it doesn't belong and apologize.
So Janie's coming. When she comes, I already told her. Janie will look at the table. She'll
You have to respect venues and their stuff, or they won't let you come back, and they'll take your money.
No, Showtime, he said, dude, I just got carried away because we have someone, he has chemistry with him.
Yeah.
I said, dude, he said, no, you don't want me to change your ass. I don't want you to change who you are, but I do need you. When we don't own this shit,
Not to break it.
don't fucking break it.
And that's the kind of shit that a wrestling promoter has to put up with. Showtime Summers being crazy and breaking shit.
Professional wrestling isn't cheap when you start out. You have to spend a lot of money. You know, like you have to have a lot of capital to make things work out for you. So what I do before every show is I sit down with these trusty little envelopes. I fill them with cash. Which is getting bad. You know, people need to make money if they're working for ACW. Hopefully, we get a lot more cash from the door. Which basically means hopefully people show up, give us some money,
buy some tickets so this money doesn't come out of this pocket.
Sometimes it's very tedious, it's very tiring, you've had a crappy week or you've had a crappy day and you just don't want to go do it, but you still do it. You go put a smile on your face, you go out and you do the best you can.
Every wrestling event is a big production, somewhat of a dance, to where everyone's involved, from the wrestlers to the ring crew to the fans to the promoters to the bookers. Everyone, we all work together. We're all synchronized. We all know what part we play and what we all have to do that day.
I thought this stuff was supposed to be fake. Whoever told me that lied to me about 7-8 years ago.
And then you go on the back and you got to tell this guy who just busted his butt, dude, what did I tell you to do and what did I not tell you? I'm sorry. Hey, that's fine. You're my friend. I respect you. You're sorry. But you ain't getting paid today and you ain't getting paid the next 4 shows. Deal with it.
It's Showtime. He gets carried away, but you love him nonetheless, and you shake your head and point your finger and just like, don't do that next time, please. And
Don't do this shit at home. And don't do it in your backyard. If you're not trained, don't do it. Don't tell people you're a wrestler because you watch TV and you go copy it in your backyard. Because guys like that, they'll beat the shit out of you for real.
Everybody knows what goes into a wrestling match. We're storytellers. We're out there, we're telling stories. Do we know what's going to happen at the end of the match? Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. The ending never matters. Watch any movie. It's not necessarily who wins and loses. It's the journey they take you on.
That was probably the ass kicking of my life, to be honest with you. I fought lots of tough guys. You got to be a tough guy to be a wrestler. People say it was a good match. You give the fans what they want, but I was surviving. How I beat them, I just had to outthink them. Small package at the end, but that day the better man won, but I don't know if the tougher man won. I'm too stupid to know better, too crazy. So.
Tired. That's putting it mildly. I feel like a zombie.
The road is a million times more grueling than any match I've had.
Camera out of my face! Or have camera you will not.